Alrighty guys, well today I'm going to walk you all through on how to clean a Briggs & Stratton 5 horsepower carburetor. This is full of rotten gas, but I'm going to go over the tools needed and how to reassemble it once you take it off, because when you put it back on, rewind the video, scroll through it if you want to see how it comes off, because it's simple. But anyways, this is your float bowl and this is your carburetor. I already took the bowl and all off. This right here is your bowl gasket. This right here is your bowl nut. And we're going to talk about this for a second. Now there's your bowl nut. It sits up in here like the bottom of the carburetor like this. You got a jet down the center, and you got a jet going in the side. See that hole right there? If that hole is clogged up, it will not run because it cannot get gas. Same with that middle hole. And all this oxidized green nastiness on there from the old gas, got to get it off or it won't run. We'll go over that in a second. This is your float bowl. Make sure the bottom of it is clean as you can get it. This is your carburetor. Make sure all the rotten gas is out of it. And generally, you don't have to do much. You just got to be careful about the bowl gasket. And I went over this air cleaner gasket in a different video I did a while back. But I'm going to end up replacing this one because it's just old. And this is your float pin. Everything's stuck. But everything seems to be working. Needle valve's working, everything. But on here you just need to just clean out the jets. That's about it. And yeah. Alright, so what do I use to clean out the jets? Well, this is a torch tip cleaner. A welder torch tip cleaner. You got all these different sizes and stuff on it. And what you do is you just pick one, try and stab yourself with it. They're very flexible too. And to clean this center hole out, you can also use guitar strings or anything like that. To clean this center hole out, you just take it, get it in there, and run it along them ridges. And just like that, and it cleans it. Now the middle one you can't really get to because it's teeny tiny. And this is the only small one I have on this tip cleaner, and I don't think it'll fit down in there. No, it won't. Yeah, actually it does. Alright, so you just want to do that and just wiggle it back and forth like this. And then you want to scrape the crud away. But I'll spray that with carburetor cleaner off camera. Same with the bowl. Now the carburetor, you just want to do the same thing. All these little jets you just want to clean out. Yeah, that one had some crud in it. That's for your primer bulb. You just want to go in there like that and clean it. That little tiny one there, you want to do that too. Big one there, usually nothing gets down in there. You're going to take the middle one and go up like that. If you want, you can find a bigger size. You can see it come out up in there. That's how you know it's clear. And let me get some carburetor cleaner. Doesn't matter what brand you use as long as it's carb spray. And you just want to, whoops. You just want to spray it like that, preferably on concrete. I advise wearing gloves because this stuff is pretty darn nasty. And the scraper tool in this torch tip cleaner works great for cleaning off all this oxidization caused by the old gas. And while you're scraping, of course you're going to knock stuff down in there, but hey, you got to spray the bowl out anyways. Whoops. So get a little in one of the corners of the bowl, just drop this in there like that, and shake it around, see it down in there, shake it around, pour it out on a rag. And if you, like I said, if you're wearing gloves, take your finger, just run up through there, wipe all this off, scrape it a little bit. There's a little bit more gunk here. I hope y'all can see this all right. I'm trying to do this the best I can. And get that right around that lip. Just scrape it just like that. And you want to take your file tool or whatever this is called. That's the size to use. Just you're not going to damage it. It's brass. Just do that. You're good. And spray out the carburetor as well. Might as well want to do that. The reason I'm blocking this is I don't want this hitting the camera because it'll wreck a camera lens. So keep that in mind. Just gently spray it. Spray some in the bowl. And then if you have like a screwdriver handy or something, preferably a flat blade. Well, like I said, preferably a flat blade. And you just want to do this, kind of scrape all that junk off down in there. That's varnish and dirt and stuff and trash. You can see how it's discoloring the carburetor cleaner. You just want to do this a couple times. It doesn't have to be perfectly clean, but the cleaner the better. You mix it up like this, and when you're done, pour it out on a rag. You can see there, it's much cleaner. And if you're brave enough, take your pinky finger and do this. That's why I said wear gloves, because, well, as you see, my glove is torn up, but just wiggle it around like that. And you might have to do this 2 or 3 times to make sure where the gasket sits is nice and clean, because you don't want any leaks. Okay, if you don't have one of these tools, a flat blade screwdriver will work well. You could even use copper wire. Any type of wire will work. You're going to take it around right there. Just good and make sure it's clean as it's going to get. Now check your carburetor again. There's no need to tear it all apart. This here is what the gasket looks like, and it is the same. Yep, it is the same. See right there, that is the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to rip this sucker off. You're going to see how gnarly it is. You're probably saying, oh no, look at all the residue on there. That's where this scraper comes in handy. And there. Get you all a better view. I should have done this from the beginning. You just take this scraper and scrape it off. I'll spray it out one more time. Some junk might fall down in there. I'll take care of that. But I'll post the Briggs and Stratton part number in the description below for one of these gaskets. Take that off. That's good. Now I'm going to spray it down one more time. Just douse it nice and clean. We'll spray it out. And carburetor cleaner evaporates. Alright, so once you get the carburetor somewhat clean, and you can never spray it out enough. You can never spray it, you can never do this enough. But you're not going to get it perfectly clean. You see all that nasty stuff coming out of there? You want to make sure that your bowl gasket's intact. If I had a new one, I would put it on, but I don't, because these bowl gaskets seldom, if ever, go bad. And when you put the bowl on, kind of twist it a little bit. That way it seats in the gasket. Take your bowl washer and lay it down like that. It doesn't matter what way. Take your brass jet nuts, or the technical term bowl nut, and thread it. A little bit of gasket left there. I'm going to scrape off real quick. Sometimes I like to take the edge of this tool, which is nice and sharp. Oh yeah, that worked out. Whoops. So you got to use the right size. That's as good as it's going to get. So you get that started and you hand tighten it the most you can. I'm getting carburetor cleaner all over me. That's why I wear gloves, guys, when you're messing with stuff like this. Take your socket, get on there. Oops, take your socket and get on there. And tighten it. Don't over tighten it, you just want it snug. Now we're going to go over to the mower. And I'll show you how to put it on. It's pretty straightforward.